Recorded live at the Stanislaus County Veteran Services Center. Comedy on 26 presents Comedy for Vets. Hosted by Serena Gamboa. On this show, comedian Morton.
I hate it. But she's always trying to justify it to me. She's like, no, Andre, it's okay because dogs' mouths are actually more sanitary than human mouths. And I don't appreciate it when she lies directly to my face like that, you know? Because I'm with him a lot, right? His dick is in his mouth like 40% of the time. It's not clean.
Sean Boyles.
We started having a great conversation. I started making her laugh. At one point, she started rubbing my big belly like I was a goddamn Buddha. Okay? If you're gonna rub my belly for longer than 10 seconds and it's not a goof, because earlier tonight some guy went, ha, big! Alright? If you're gonna do that and it's not a goof, a part of my anatomy is going to enter you later on, okay? So this is just rules I play by, okay?
Tiny Garcia.
Real quick, I like to practice safe comedy. Story of my life. Never fits.
Felicia Aleman.
So it's summer, kids. Did you guys notice? It's summer? Yeah. I knew it was summer because I ovulated a poached egg.
My TV 26 thanks the veterans for their service.
Hello, everybody. I gotta wake them up. Sorry for the delays, but we are filming, or hopefully we will be broadcasting majority of this on My TV 26, your local TV station. So that's something to check out later. Thanks to my good friend Janeiro Freeda. But I want to start off by saying thank you. Thank you to the veterans for serving our country. Without you, this couldn't be possible. We are here to donate our time and try to get you guys to laugh a little bit, because you guys, hopefully, we entertain you somewhat, because this means a lot to me. My dad being in the Marines, this is just my way of being able to give back. So thank you very much for everybody. I want to start off by saying my name is Serena. For those of you who've seen on the flyers, Serena Gamboa, but I go by as Serena, the Spicy Latina. So, so I want to start off by saying my name is Serena. And for those of you who don't know this, you can Google it. In Urban Dictionary, it means the act of swallowing cum while having sex in a high school bathroom. Because that's the kind of girl I am. That's why we have the signs too, for viewer discretion advised. But one time somebody said, prove it, and I said I can't, because we're not near a high school. And then one time I saw someone from high school and he said, you haven't changed. I get this. No, but I do like to Google a lot of weird shit, like where does a foreskin go after circumcision? Does it go into a Game Inch chewing gum? No, but good guess. Does it go into Jake's Sporting Goods chapstick? No, but it's another good guess. It goes into women's facial cream, more ironically, or like I like to call Caitlyn Jenner problems. But another one is, guys, another fun fact. Do you know how fast sperm travels? No? It's okay. Speed of light. No. Someone said 24 hours a day. And I said, no, not how much, just how fast. No, it's actually 32 miles an hour if you're average. Maybe a 37 if you're an overachiever. Or maybe 2 if you're really fat and it dumps out like mayonnaise. It's a visual. I'm sorry for the people that are eating. Or like I like to say, maybe 2 if you're really old and it comes out like this. I'm sorry. My dad says, you know when a guy's getting old when his dreams are dry and his what? His dreams are dry and what? And her farts are wet. Okay. So anyways, no, I know. that some of you are like, I'm not having this. It's okay. Because my dad has to see me while I'm up here, might I mind you. So proud. No, you know, I was raised by Marine / cop. So growing up, my life was really strict. So since I reigned true to my name, and since he hates this joke, I'm gonna do it. Once the first time I went out to go suck some dick, I had a system all rigged up. I had the trash can near the gate so I could just hop in, hop out. It's not that easy, people. It was already a bad idea from the beginning, you know, because I'm 16, might I mind you. And so I'm coming back in. As I'm coming back in, I got shaman all over my face and a little bit all over my mouth. And I climb over the gate, and the dog's right there barking at me, and I'm like, shut up, you're gonna get us both in trouble. Sure enough, he did. That bastard. So, and I'm sitting there hanging on the gate by my shorts that I made in home ec class. And my dad comes out there waving a gun around, going, who's there? And I'm like, it's me! It's Serena, don't shoot! So as I'm coming out the gate, my shorts ripped just to make the night any better. And as I'm coming out the gate, my dog licks the shame off my mouth. And I know. So my dad said, what were you doing out there? I said, smoke cigarettes? I'm young, so I gotta lie, you know. Rain punishment is never fun. I'm not trying to do push-ups at 2 in the morning. So he said, where are they? Go find them for me. And so I did, because knowing my dad, he would tear up my room, then make me clean it up, and then fold it a certain fucking way. So anyways, I got the cigarettes out. He told me, okay, smoke these all the way down to the butt, back to back. That was a horrible punishment, because that's not what I was really doing. So I asked myself, what if I told him? Would it have been, suck these dicks, 18 back to back, all the way down to the butt? I don't know, but I hope not. A lot of people are wondering if my other comics are clean. Majority of them, yes. I'm sorry for my foul mouth, but of course I have to blame it on my dad once again. Being a jarhead's daughter, it's like a sailor, only different. Maybe worse. Probably worse. So anyways, I do hail from Modesto. Some people like to call it Modesto. It's true. It's true because I don't know if you guys have seen this, but on Facebook, it is one of the top 12 most miserable places to live in the United States. We are number 10. Yes, it's a true story. That's why when Lance Armstrong came around during the Agman tour, he didn't make it a second round, people, because they stole his bike. Tweakers downtown are like a Starbucks. There's one on every corner. They're part of the freeway. It's great. But I feel sorry for people who come to California and that's a big dream to come to this state and then they get stuck in this town because their dream just died. Another thing is I want to talk about, you're probably wondering, why do they call you the spicy Latina? And I have to be honest. I've used taquitos as tampons, sopas as panty liners, and here recently I lactated Tapatio up my tits. It's a fun party trick, people, but it burns a little. So anyways, again, I want to thank you all for coming. But we are doing a tip jar for those of you who do want to tip the comics. And again, they wanted me to remind you, if you get a little too tipsy, there's numbers for a cab for you guys to call an Uber. So I want to start. So go ahead and get drunk is what they're saying. No, have a good time. And I want to start off by presenting our first comic of the evening, a very good friend of mine, and he goes by Andre Morton.
Thank you. Thank you guys very much. This is the best place to stand when I'm not right in front of the pillars. That's good. Should I be over here? How's it going? They put these in very inconvenient places. I don't like this. Guys, I'm very happy to be here. This is exciting. I'm very happy to be able to serve my country in this tiny, tiny way. My father's a veteran. He did 2 tours in Iraq. He couldn't be here tonight because he doesn't think I'm that funny, but I appreciate you all coming out. Let's see. My girlfriend and I, we recently got a dog. His name is Dougie. I love him a lot. I miss him right now. I wish he was here. And because of Dougie, like I used to be like an indoor kid, you know, I'd stay inside all the time, but now I'm walking around my neighborhood a lot, scaring people. Apparently I'm one of those terrifying black people. I didn't realize that. Most of my life, white people would say, you know, oh, he's one of the good ones, but I guess not. I scare a lot of people in my neighborhood. It's not so much that I scare them, I startle them. I'm a serial startler. I've startled so many white women. It happens more often than you think. And I know it's not because of my dog, because my dog is like 12 pounds. He's like this big, and he's always got this smile on his face. He's not intimidating. One time I was walking past this lady, and she looked down first, saw my dog, said, "Aw," looked up, saw me, said, "Oh." And I said, I apologize. I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry." Which I feel like I shouldn't have to do. You know, I'm sorry I'm here, existing, black, in your neighborhood. Sorry your mama didn't take you to a Popeyes as a child. So sorry. I love my dog though. He's the best. I don't like to let him lick my face though. I think it's really disgusting. My girlfriend, she lets him get all up in there. He's in her nostrils and the tongue and the lips and the teeth. It's disgusting. I hate it. I hate it. But she's always trying to justify it to me. She's like, "No, Andre, it's okay because dogs' mouths are actually more sanitary than human mouths." And I don't appreciate it when she lies directly to my face like that, you know? Because I'm with him a lot, right? His dick is in his mouth like 40% of the time. It's not clean, you know? He hasn't brushed his teeth in like 3 years. He does not have a clean mouth. I saw him eat a full tampon the other day. Haven't kissed my girlfriend in like 3 months. It's upsetting. But it's fun though. My girlfriend, she's white, so she's been introducing me to a lot of new white things, you know? I went to a rave. Y'all ever been to a rave before? Raves are amazing. Like, if you love watching white women dance off beat as much as I do, you got to get to a rave. It's all that there is. There's thousands of people there, and none of them have any rhythm. They just dance to the music like. They look like those inflatable things at the car dealership, like. It's bad. I don't know what it is. I think it's like finding a person with rhythm at a rave is kind of like finding a unicorn in real life, which is ironic because I saw like 10 dudes dressed up as unicorns there. You know? I think it's like the drugs, right? There's a lot of drugs at a rave, but it's all like happy drugs. You know, if you were to say like, "Hey Andre, you want to go to a place where 5,000 people are all doing drugs at the same time?" I'd be like, "No, that sounds like a great place to get shot." But at a rave, it's all happy, nice drugs. You know, the good feeling drugs. Rave is the only place you can go to where you see two straight dudes give each other a back rub for like an hour. They're like, "Oh bro, you look tense. I got you, I got you. Take off your shirt. I'm straight." So, it was a super good back rub too, you guys. Perk, rave perk. I did drugs at a rave once. It was just weed though, you know? So it wasn't like anything too intense, or so I thought. But at one point during the night, everybody's dancing badly, you know? We're all in there getting it, and then the music just stops, and the DJ goes, "You're all gonna die." And then he cuts the music back on, and everybody goes, "Yeah!" And they start dancing. I'm like, "No." No. And I was on lookout for the entire rest of the night. Not tonight. Oh, because I stopped having fun completely. That was fun. All right. Before I met my current girlfriend, I had a different white girlfriend. Because I have a type. And she kind of broke my heart a little bit, you know, like after we broke up, I found out that she was dating a new guy, you know, but that wasn't the part that hurt. I was looking on Facebook and I saw the new guy was white. I messed up. The black community is very upset with me because now they gotta change the saying. Now it goes, once you go black, you may or may not go back. Doesn't have the same ring to it. It's all my fault, right? I don't know how to atone for this transgression. Should I like marry a bunch of white girls all at the same time, polygamy style, you know? I can't do that, y'all are too high maintenance. Should I hook up a bunch of my black friends with white girls? Would that kind of like balance out the situation? I grew up in Syria, I ain't got no black friends. This is a predicament. Gotta start telling people I'm Puerto Rican. It's like, no, negro. We don't have that stereotype, not us. Guys, that large penis stereotype has been messing me up my entire life. I don't know about y'all. But I don't like it. I don't appreciate it. You know, it sets the expectation too high. Every once in a while, a girl will see me, she'll be like, that's it? Well, hey! Excuse you. It has feelings. Like, I'm not a centaur. I don't know what kind of proportions y'all are expecting out of me. I assure you it's extra medium down there. But it's fine. I decided I'm gonna start treating my penis like it's the food at a fancy restaurant, right? They're gonna bring it out on that big old silver platter. She's gonna lift off the top. It's like, that's it? Like, hey, excuse you. You came here for a culinary experience. So I lit all these candles. That'll be $200. Very expensive. Fancy. I gotta, you know, I decided after that I gotta kind of be careful when I'm dating white women from now on, you know? Because they say like weird stuff to me in bed. Like, they get too into it, you know? They're like, yeah, give me that black dick. Give me that dark Negro dick. Give me some of that 1842 slave labor dick. And I'm like, whoa, hey, whoa. I'm gonna give it to you, but you're making me uncomfortable. I'm not going to meet your dad. I know this came from somewhere. Y'all got racist dads? What? Switch gears. I've been hanging out with a lot of babies recently. Not like a Michael Jackson kind of way, just, you know, I got nieces and nephews, and I got friends with kids and stuff like that. It's funny, like, I get along with babies, like, really well. Like, me and babies have, like, a lot of common interests for whatever reason. You know, I thought that, like, if infants had a slightly stronger concept of the English language, I could put on a pretty dope comedy show for them, you know? Just, like, a lot of relatable baby humor. Just being there, like, y'all ever be crawling? And it switches from carpet to hardwood floors. Like, what the hell, Mom? These knees are new, hello? Y'all will be in your crib for something that you ain't even do. Just in there like, I didn't do it, I was framed. It was a dog that drew on the walls. I know this joke is stupid, you guys, I understand that. You have to get on my level, you have to understand what I'm seeing, right? Like, none of you are here, it's all babies, and they're loving it. They're like, nah, he gets us, nah. Y'all would be crying, because you just made boom, boom in your pants, and your mama come over, she's just like, oh, poor baby, you must be hungry. And you're like, woman, get your titty out my face. It's poop on my leg. So it's gonna be a great show, bring your grandkids. That's stupid. I don't have any kids, you know, I don't think I'm quite ready for that responsibility yet. The dog is hard enough. But I grew up on movies and TV, so I know the kind of sacrifices you have to make once you become a father, right? Like in The Lion King, Mufasa, he sacrifices himself for his son. Immediately. On sight, very sad. But then like 30 minutes later, he comes back to life to give more parenting advice. He's like, Simba, remember who you are. Just a big old ethereal figure in the clouds. I can't do that. You know? There's a lot of stuff I'm not gonna be able to do. Like, I probably wouldn't be able to find Nemo. That little dude's on his own. Just keep swimming, buddy. If my daughter gets taken, she is staying taken. You know what I mean? I don't have any special skills whatsoever. I'm not gonna dress up like an old British woman and clean my own house to get my kids to love me again. You know what I'm saying? It's Mrs. Doubtfire from the 90s. Robin Williams, go home and watch it, it's funny. I think if I became a dad right now, I'd be more like a Darth Vader kind of father, you know? Just like, wear cool suits, choke dudes out every once in a while, ignore my kids for 20 years even though I can sense them like all the time. That's the kind of stuff it'll be. Guys, I'm gonna leave you with this. I love Disney. Disney is some of my favorite stuff. I love it. I'm an adult. 27 years old, love Disney. I love the music especially. I jam out to Disney music all the time. But I've noticed as I've gotten older that some Disney music is a little bit weird. It's a little bit problematic. There's this song in The Little Mermaid called Kiss the Girl. And this is the song where Sebastian the Crab is telling Prince Eric how to woo Princess Ariel because they're on a little date. But Princess Ariel's been cursed by the evil sea witch, so she can't speak. So Sebastian thinks he's helping out. He's like, yes, you want her. Look at her, you know you do. It's possible she wants you to. There is one way to ask her. It don't take a word, not a single word. Go on and kiss the girl. Sha-la-la-la-la-la, don't stop now, don't try to hide it. How you wanna kiss the girl, whoa, whoa. You guys, that song is very date rapey to me. I don't like it. It seems very non-consensual, you know? Like the song's only like a minute and a half long, but I bet if it continued to be like, sha-la-la-la-do, don't even trip, just go and grab her hip. You gon' get the girl. Sebastian. She can't say no, Sebastian, that's messed up. Give her some agency, Sebastian. Sha-la-la-la, bro, just stick it in. It don't count as a sin if you use her butt. Sebastian! She just got her legs today, Sebastian. You know she can't handle anything like that. You guys, I've been Andre Morton. Thank you very much. You have a very nice evening. I'm going to be sitting right there.
Anyways, I want to give it up for Sean Boyles.
What's going on, people? Are you alive? Are we doing it? As Serena said, yeah, I'm from Hayward. Hayward and Modesto have a lot in common. Methamphetamines. We got tweakers on 10 speeds too, people. We got them. We got them. That's what's going on out there. So I'm glad to be here. My father was a Vietnam vet. He passed on about 5 years ago. He'd be really stoked that I was here. So thank you guys for your service and all that noise, guys. Thank you. It's been recently brought to my attention that I look like shit. This was brought to my attention by someone I would consider a reliable source. I was having lunch in a fast food place, and this very, very homeless woman came up to me. She took time out of the conversation she was having with a stack of trays. Came over to my table, reached into her pocket, she grabbed $1, put the dollar on my table, slid it over to me, said, and I quote, "You need this more than I do." When the homeless are calling you out on your shit, you might have hit the wall running. You might have hit the... Not a day goes by that I don't get asked, that must have took a really long time. How long did that take to grow that big of a belly? I don't know, man. A lot of chimichangas. I don't know, man. No, someone told me, like, that takes dedication, right? That's dedication. No, this is neglect, people. This is the exact opposite of dedication. This is called throwing in the towel and just not giving a shit what your hair does as it grows out of your head. It's just, I don't care anymore. 20 years of sleep and neglect, I like to say. So that's what's going on with me. Yeah, I don't look that great. Sometimes I don't feel that great. Things are happening to my body that I don't think I'm ready for. I think they're happening too early. I see a lot of older gentlemen here, and they're going to be able to relate to this. So I'm 44 years old. I wish an older man would have taken me off to the side and bestowed his wisdom upon me and let me know that there was going to come a time in my life where I was going to sit on my balls. Wasn't ready for that shit. No, I wasn't. Scared the shit out of me. First of all, how did it get back behind my thigh? Okay? It happens. Our balls drop twice. It happens when we go into puberty, and then it happens as we get older. After the age of 35, the potential to sit on your balls greatly increases. And if you're a boxer's man, and after you sit on them, you switch to briefs. You want to keep them bad boys tight. You don't want that shit to happen again. I don't have health insurance, okay? I might have a tumor in my balls at the rate that these things are growing, okay? They're headed south like geese in the winter, and I don't know what to do about it. It's really freaking me out. The other thing that's happening that, I think this is too early, and you people seem really nice. I'm almost embarrassed to share this with you, but I'm going to share anyway. My asshole's not working right anymore. It's not keeping the seal the way it used to. Okay, it's just, I don't know what's going on. It's like a soft serve machine with a valve. It ain't quite closed all the way yet. You know, I don't know. You ever fart so hard that your butt lips didn't feel like they went back together the right way? And it isn't, I don't know. It's just, it's a problem. And it's not like I've had a lot of anal sex or anything, you know. Let me rephrase that. I haven't received a lot of anal sex. I mess that up every time I do it. Every single time. And Natalie was up here. I'm glad that I almost wore that dress tonight. I almost wore that same dress. I almost wore it. I look fucking hot in that thing too, I'll tell you what. I don't got the cute boots though. I don't have the cute boots. So yeah, I just got back from vacation. I went to Japan. I went to Japan for 10 days. I've been there 4 times. Japan is amazing. I don't know if anybody's ever been to Japan, but do yourself a favor, go to Japan. There's something happening over there that not too many people here know. Some people know about it, but over there, I don't know if you guys know about their toilet technology in Japan, but they're kicking the shit out of the rest of the world when it comes to toilet technology, okay? They have it's a Japanese bidet, okay? If you've never tried a Japanese bidet, do yourself a favor, okay? This thing is amazing, okay? It's not like the European style bidet where you kind of have to squat over and like it looks like a water drinking fountain. It's not like that. This is built into the seat, okay? You sit down. First of all, the seat is warmed. It's a pre-warmed seat, okay? And it's not a weird warm like somebody just sat on it before you got there kind of warm, okay? It's just nice, it's just warm, you sit down, you do your business, and then you hit this button. This glorious button that shoots warm water into your poop hole, okay? It's the most amazing thing ever. Now, I figured we're all built a little different, okay? The water's gonna get in the area, right? No, like a laser surgeon, right into my muffler, cleaning it, making me feel good. I spent an extra 15 minutes on the toilet just shooting water in my ass. It was fucking great. It was awesome. I walked around Japan with a little extra dip in my skin because I had the confidence of a clean turd cutter, okay? It was awesome. My fart locker never felt so clean ever in my life. This thing, it's amazing. It's amazing. And I've been telling that story. This was last year. I went to Japan the 3rd time. And that's the first time I tried the Japanese bidet. And I've been telling all my friends about these things. And I was at an open mic. And a fellow comic showed up with a bidet for me. These things are $350 on Amazon if you get a Japanese bidet, but this one's a little cheaper. It's a cold water bidet. I eat a lot of Mexican food, so that shit works out great. Puts out the fire of hot hole fucking instantly. It's fucking awesome. But also also with the cold water, I'm having a little rejuvenation in my worn out ass. It's fucking great. It's fucking awesome. The cold water, it's fucking like, it snaps shut. It's snapping shut when that cold water hits it. It's great. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. So yeah, Japan is amazing. I've seen some really weird shit in Japan, and that's just the food. I was in the train station, and a woman she had got the wrong ticket out of the little ticket machine, okay? She hit a service button on that ticket machine, a panel popped in, and a dude popped out. Confirming every fear that I've ever had, there's people living in the machines. This dude, he reached around, he hit a few buttons, fucking closed up the thing, gave her the right ticket, sent her on her way. It was like, this the efficiency of the Japanese. Okay, here's another example of efficiency, okay? They got shit together so good over there. Okay, Japan has one of the highest suicide rates in the world, okay? It's a depressing topic, but I guarantee it's funny. A lot of times at the start of the day when the subway's open is when people will jump in front of a train. It happens so often and they are so efficient, they have these things cleaned up in 15 to 20 minutes. If somebody jumps in front of BART, that shit's done for the day. You're not going anywhere in the Bay Area on BART if somebody jumps in front of a train. They got that shit down in 15 minutes, get it cleaned up, get you on your way, and you're getting to work, Jack. And that's just how it goes. The other thing, have you seen this video? Have you seen the video of the people getting pushed into the subway train? Have you seen that video floats around on the internet? I got to experience that. Okay? I thought it was bullshit. I didn't think it was real. Oh, it's real, Jack. It is very real. We were in the Shinjuku train station. It was one of the busiest train stations in the world. This platform is packed. It is packed with people. I'm like, unless this train empties, none of these people are getting on this train. There's no way we can fit. Train comes into the station, and it is packed with people. Hardly anybody comes out, but this whole platform tries to get in, right? And you get in there tight, you get in there as good as you can or whatever. About 10 seconds before the doors are about to close, you hear a whistle, and you hear a, hey! There's dudes on every door whose sole job at 5 o'clock in Tokyo is to push people into the train. And they push, and they push. If you don't set yourself up just right, you're fucked. Because you'll end up in the most contorted, fucked up position. My arm was on my girlfriend's shoulder. My other arm is behind me. Just getting wrenched like in a Kimura. Just getting wrenched behind me. And this 20 years of neglect that hangs off my skull is pinched in between the two people behind me so tight, I could not move my neck for like 2 stops. I'm just stuck. The crazy thing, nobody complains, nobody bitches, nobody says ow, no one says that better be a hand, motherfucker, none of that. They just, because it's 5 o'clock and you're on the fucking train and this is what we got to deal with, you know what I mean? They're an amazing people. Do yourself a favor, go to Japan, it's fucking awesome. I go over there because I'm in a band. Believe it or not, a guy that looks like this is in a band. And the second time I went, we were playing in a club, packed, 500 people in there. Everybody's having a great time. I look in the front row. I see this gorgeous Japanese girl. Just gorgeous. She was very curvy. She kind of stuck out amongst the rest of the women I had been seeing. I don't know if you've seen Asian women kind of built like 12-year-old boys. Now, I don't want to offend anybody, because the last thing I need is 12-year-old boys pissed off at me. I was like, I gotta talk to this woman. She's just too gorgeous to not talk to. But mind you, my confidence in talking to women is not that great. First of all, I'm in a foreign country, okay? Language barrier, I'm sure she's not gonna know English. I sure as fuck don't know any Japanese. But most importantly, I look like this. This is not a good look for trying to talk to women, especially in a foreign country, okay? I look like the botched abortion of Rob Zombie after he's been gang raped by the Duck Dynasty guys. All right? I look like if Tom Hanks had never got off of that island. And that island's agriculture is all deep-fried, double-bacon cheeseburgers and Slayer CDs, okay? Unless this chick has a Gimli fetish from Lord of the Rings, you know, the little, you're gonna have to toss me. Don't you Unless she's into that kind of shit, okay, this is gonna go bad as far as I'm concerned. Turns out, her English is really, really good. We started having a great conversation. I started making her laugh. At one point, she started rubbing my big belly like I was a goddamn Buddha. Okay? If you're gonna rub my belly for longer than 10 seconds and it's not a goof, because earlier tonight some guy went, ha, big! Alright? If you're gonna do that and it's not a goof, a part of my anatomy is going to enter you later on, okay? This is just rules I play by, okay? So I did something I rarely get to do. I asked her to come back to the room with me. She said yes. So we're back in the room and it's going down the way you want these kind of things to go down, okay? We're making out, clothes are coming off, and I'm ready to go, okay? And she stops and she says, oh, do you have a condom? And I was like, oh no, I didn't have a condom. I said, I'm sorry, I don't have one. I kind of wasn't prepared for this kind of activity. She says, it's okay, I have it. She goes in her purse and she grabs a condom. She goes to put the condom on me, but here is where the red flags went off. And any man in here that has done some R&R is probably going to know this move. She put the condom on me with her mouth. Like I'm saying, if you know anything about that move, you know. He knows because he's laughing. That is a pro move. That is a professional move. I was not prepared to have sex on this trip. I sure as fuck wasn't prepared to pay for sex on this trip. And the thought ran through my mind, oh shit, not again. Because I had been in that situation. Turns out, she is just an amazing woman. She is absolutely, and that's how I got myself a fiance that lives 5,000 miles away. So that's what's going on there. So thank you for that. I am kind of messing up the relationship already because I have promised her that I would not use her in my act. So please, if you ever meet her, don't let on that you know anything about any special talent she might have. And please, don't let on that you know she puts out on the first night after meeting some scumbags in the United States. My name is Sean Boyles. Thanks for listening. Have a good night.
You know, I like how everybody was nodding their head in the back. I'm like, I've been overseas. I know the toilet system over there. But you know, a lot of people don't know this about me. But when my dad, you know, when he raised me, he taught me that handshakes tell a lot about a man. You know, it shows character. Being in the military, you know, it shows character about a man. So whenever a guy gives me one of those limp-wristed, sissy, bullshit fucking handshakes, you know, I don't know that you can handle my two boobs on your one dick at the end of the night when you're not giving me a nice, firm, solid handshake. So it's a no, sir. It's not going to happen. But I want to bring our next comics to the stage. Very good friend of mine, very funny. You can find him on social media or in the Bay Area. But he goes by Tiny, the one and only.
How's everybody doing? Can you guys hear good back there? Come up close. This ain't a real comedy show. Come on. They ain't gonna roast you. Real quick, I like to practice safe comedy. Story of my life. Never fits. It's all right. How's everybody today doing good? You guys doing good? Everybody Thursday doing? The reason I asked is because mine got messed up by 2 phone calls. Ever happened to you? First phone call was my mom. She calls me, she's like, hey hun, what are you doing? I'm like, getting ready for a comedy show. She says, perfect. I need you to stop by the house and put in a window. So I get to the house, the window next to the front door is literally shattered on the ground. I walk inside, I'm like, Mom, what happened? She says, I locked my keys inside and it was the only way in. I'm like, bullshit, Mom, we bought you a hide key for that very reason. She goes, I know, boy, I threw that rock through the window. My mom's crazy, people. She don't do things right. She got an alert on her phone the other day. Said, memory full, save pictures in the cloud. I catch her out back tying photo albums to balloons. That's my mom, people, in a nutshell. Second phone call was my best friend. Calls me up all pissed off. He's like, hey bro, you forgot my birthday. I'm like, okay, did you put it on Facebook? He's like, no. I'm like, fuck you then, it's your fault, you know? Just keeping it real. But it's alright that he's mad at me, you know, because he's kind of going down a path I don't want to follow. Let me catch you guys up real quick. The dude's married with 6 kids, but has a side chick. He calls her his boo. I met this lady, okay? More like boo! But she scared the shit out of me, seriously, people. She reminded me of something out of the Goonies movie, you know? I mean, for the first time, she gets out the car, she's like, hey, you guys! Eyes going all which ways, you know what I'm saying? Whole time my boy's like, yeah, she got body though. I'm like, yeah, but you still gotta look at this broad, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead and address the elephant in the room. Why y'all looking at me? I know I'm big, but an elephant? You know, back in the day, it was a sign of wealth to be big. Meant you had money, never missed a meal, right? Now it means you're just a virgin and play way too many video games. Just keeping it real. But back in the day, I was big, 460 pounds. Wasn't breaking any young ladies' hearts. Just a lot of plastic lawn chairs, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude.
You know?
Car seats too, bro.
Car seats, see? Brother knows what's up. No, but seriously. Yeah. A lot of plastic lawn chairs. Oh, but no, seriously, back in the day, 460 pounds. I was so big, my shirts no longer came in sizes, you know? Yeah, wasn't enough room on a tag for all the X's. Instead, they just started coming in 500 to 550. Ladies know what's up. Yeah, that's right. That's thread count, people. I had to wear sheets, okay? Just keeping it real. You know? No, but I lost some weight, you know. Lost some weight. And I don't know if you guys can tell, I'm half Mexican and half white. Okay? Which means I'll cut your grass and smoke it too. You know? And I speak Spanish so well I don't even have to move my lips anymore. You know? I pull into any Home Depot parking lot, be like, them boys come running, they know what time it is. You know? No jokes there. No jokes, that's just all true facts. Everyone can relate to this one. Never had health problems till I started going to the doctor. That's right, you know. Went a couple weeks ago, ran a few tests, found I'm a freaking diabetic. Can you believe this? The hardest part of this was having to go home and tell the wife, you know. I can't be your sugar daddy no more, you know what I mean? Just keeping it real. My wife, she's great though. I love her to death. She's always, you know, reading into things like that. The other day she was like, hey babe, I think you need to try new food. I'm like, okay, what do you have in mind? She says Ethiopian. I'm like, what? You want me to starve? You know? I remember she read something somewhere that a happy husband needs sex 3 times a week. Yeah. Right? And I love her for it. I just wish 2 out of the 3 she was awake, you know what I mean? I get some eyes. These are just jokes, people, come on. She's never awake, you know? Love that one to death. Fellas, listen up, because y'all can relate to this one. Y'all ever get that text message in the middle of the night? You go to check your phone, as soon as you open that message, your girl's all up in your business, right?
Who in the hell is Amber? And why is she texting you at this time of the night?
That's when you gotta put that phone in her face, right, fellas? Last name alert, okay? Here's a description of her car and a license plate number. Why don't you go find it? You know? No time for this. I'm going back to bed. And I wanted to call her a bitch, but you can't do that, right? You know? But fellas, or ladies actually, clue me into your psyche, okay? If I was to call her a bitch, like, it's a problem if I say, I don't think so, bitch! Right? But it's okay if I say, I don't think so, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, why is that? You know? Need some water up here, man. A bar stool, nothing. Got a little drink, slip, cigar, nothing. Okay. Everybody still doing good? Everybody doing real good? All right. We'll go ahead and cheat real quick and I'm a people watcher. I love watching people. That's how I come up with a lot of my material. But when I watch people, I like to play a little game. That little game is called What Should They Drive, you know? Like professors should probably drive smart cars. Just like their students should probably drive the Ford Focus. How about
Everything good, Dr. Cole? You good? Hello? Sorry, bro. You're live now.
It's all right. Where we leave off?
Ford
Ford Focus. No, but how about bodybuilders? The Ford Flex, right? Mariachis, what should they drive? How about the Ford Fiesta?
They said, here's your water.
Other butt. But yeah, and then we got our cliches, you know, like American Indians, Jeep Cherokee, right? The Cowboys, how about the Jeep Wrangler? Drug dealers all want Lexus to come out with an LSD 420. But prostitutes should drive what they're good at. Hummers, that's right, people. Sancho, does everybody know who Sancho is here? Ladies do, I know. Let me clue y'all in real quick. Sancho is the dude who is fucking your chick when you're not home. Yeah, what does he drive? He drives the Subaru. Out back, you know what I'm saying? That's where it's hiding until your husband comes through the front door, he's out the side gate. I don't see anything. But this is the one I can never understand. Fat people. Why don't we try to stuff ourselves into a Honda Fit? It's the name of the car, not a challenge. Technical difficulties fixed. Now, as a comic, a lot of things go through my head. Obviously, jokes, some funny and some not, as you heard here tonight. But also a lot of questions, you know? Like, if Kevin Hart's doing a short film, does that mean everybody's his size? You know what I'm saying? I'm not getting a part. Or if a dude asks for a tip, does it make him gay? Or do vegans give blowjobs? You know, it's meat in the mouth. You know? But this is the one right here. If all the pilots on the plane are all female, is it still called a cockpit? It's just questions I have, you know what I'm saying? Just questions I have. Now I'm going to go ahead and leave you guys with this. As an American citizen, it pisses me off that we allow American corporations to outsource their call centers to countries across seas. You know? Mainly because I had a problem with my cell phone bill the other day. So I had to call customer support this. Because this is what I get. Hello, and thank you for calling AT&T. My name's Peter. How may I help you? I'm like, okay, Peter. First off, we're not going to start this conversation off with lies. I want your real name. No, sir. My name is Peter. Like, okay, Peter, I'm going to stop you right there. First off, nobody in your country's name is Peter. Might have Peter in it, like Muhammad Peter the Akbar. But your parents did not name you Peter. Keep it real. You guys are stealing these names out of books in the Bible. No, Peter. I'm not gonna argue with you. Transfer me to your supervisor. Supervisor picks up the phone. I'm the ship supervisor. My name is Corinthians. What? I'm like, Peter, is that you? Did you just change the chapter? Veterans, y'all been great. I'm gonna bring back up the host.
Thank you very much, Tiny. Now you guys can all agree that when you guys call the VA, it's something very similar to his story. So I want to remind you that we are donating our time. So if you like us, if you want to get us home, feed us, maybe for the male comics a little Viagra, whatever you got, we'll take it. I won't, but they might. So again, if you guys want to tip us at the end of the show, you're more than welcome to, because it's not often that you get this kind of talent, and this is the first time we're having this, so you know. I want to give it up for our next comic coming on stage. She hosts a show at St. Stan's downtown every second Tuesday of the month. You can catch her. She also won the Mama Award this last year, and I'm very proud and very honored to have Felicia Aleman.
Up here tonight. Yeah. And your host, Serena, for bringing this all together. Yeah, keep it going. Keep it, what? And keep it going for me because my parents didn't love me and I need attention. Woo! Yes, I'm so excited. I love this place. It is so nice. Except for this pole. You guys can see me around it, right? Like, I'm not too skinny. If I turn this way, you can still see me, right? No, I love this place. It's so nice. A couple of weeks ago, I got booked for this family restaurant, and I showed up, and there was a chalk outline on the baby changing table. So it was not as family friendly as you would have thought. So, yeah. So everybody's here mostly from Modesto, right? Pretty much. Is anybody here not from Modesto?
Stockton.
No. Okay, so there you go. Okay, so you guys are just getting to meet our tweakers. So just so you get a little background, I really enjoy our tweakers. I think that they are creative. I work across the street from a park, and this guy tried to sell me a DVD player that he had hooked up to a toaster. Why'd you do that? And I said, and I asked him, why'd you do that? And he's like, I wanted to watch movies on my toast. It's like, I think you already are, sir. I think you already are. And I don't think it has anything to do with that shit you are together. So we have a lot of veterans here, right? Army veterans? Yeah! Thank you so much, sir. Sirs, I think it was all men, right? Thank you guys. Okay, how about, let's see, the Air Force? Anyone? Ooh, we got quiet. Oh, what? Thank you so much. Let's see, what do we got? Let's see, the Marines. Yes, thank you. And how about the Navy? Anyone from the Navy, right? Navy, yeah. Yeah, woo! Okay, what about Old Navy? Anyone from Old Navy? I'd like to thank you for your $1 flip-flops and t-shirts I can see through. So thank you. Thank you guys all for your service. It's awesome. That's right, Coast Guard. How could I forget? Thank you, sir, for keeping the water safe. Did you ever catch a shark?
Somebody gotta save the Navy.
It's been thrown down. There's going to be a fight out in the parking lot. No, one thing. So, it's summer, kids. Did you guys notice this summer? Yeah. I knew it was summer because I ovulated a poached egg. It wasn't the egg that was the problem so much as the hollandaise sauce. That was... Yeah, people are always saying, well, at least you have a dry heat. It's like, no, look at me. There's never a dry heat. I have too many nooks and crannies. I puddle. It's not a dry heat. It's not good. And I don't even care. I just show my fat arms. I have fat arm pride. Woo! I got my granny arms. I don't care. Yes, I will show my fat arms because women show off their bad tattoos in the summer. I just walk behind people and I'm like, yeah, that broad just paid like a pair of flip-flops and a Mountain Dew for that tattoo. Yeah, oh, that was a little bit better. She probably had to give him like a 1/4 ounce of marijuana and a Mountain Dew, so yeah. But I was following this one chick the other day and I'm just looking at her and I'm confused, and I finally realized that she had angel wings on her back. At least that's what it was supposed to be. I thought she was trying to be Chewbacca, and so I was really scared. I was gonna go get her some waxing coupons, because, you know, that's what happens. But yeah. But you guys all look good. You guys are looking good. You look comfortable. Yeah? Yeah, because when I used to go out when I was younger, I was never comfortable. I couldn't sit down. I would shove myself into my clothes, right? Like you put on the pantyhose and everything squishes this way. Then you put on the girdle and it squishes this way. And you know, your bra, you're just all squished. And pretty soon you have like one fat roll holding all of your internal organs. And you're just like, yeah, I'm cute, right? But it's not a good look to just have that fat roll. So, you know, I put on a big shirt so no one could tell, right? You know, you don't want to be like obvious. But then at the end of the night, you're like, there's no place to put my beard. Whatever. I just walk around like it's a holster. Yeah. Now, I had to stop doing it, though. I had to stop doing it. The last time I got myself all packed up into my clothes like that, I had to fart and I cracked a rib and my heart stopped beating. It was not good. Not good. Yeah. Somebody said been there. Yeah, it's tough. But yeah, and I decided I wanted to dress like this because it's comfortable, right? I'm comfortable, and I grew up watching 50s movies. You know, with Marilyn Monroe. Remember in the, 7-Year Itch, the dress blows up, and she's like, ooh, ooh, and it's so cute, right? Ooh. Yeah, the first time the wind picked up when I was wearing a dress, I looked like I was trying to fold a fitted sheet while I was standing in spider webs. I'm just like, no, it's awful. That's okay. I'm comfortable, except for my bra. Do any women have bras that they like? Because I don't know that they exist. Okay, so I think I figured out my problem is I was looking at bras online and they all had names like Angelique or Charmaine or something like that, and I'm like, wow, I never checked the tags on my bras, but I'm pretty sure if my bras had names, they would have the names of angry cholas. Like I am probably wearing a little smiley or maybe a giggles, you know, something like that. And the reason I say that is because I will be walking around minding my own business, and all of a sudden a wire will pop out and stab me in the throat. And that is some chola shit right there. So I'm saying, you just random stabbings. Yeah. And sometimes guys don't laugh at that joke because they can't relate. They can't, you know. But guys, you guys have a problem too. I think Sean mentioned it earlier, you know, you guys start having, you know, your balls sag, and pretty soon they're sticking to your leg, right? And I am pretty convinced that the reason little old men walk like this is because their balls are stuck to the insides of their thighs and they can't move their legs any further. They're just walking like this. I am so looking forward to the day where I see one of them bust loose with just some little old man going on down the road. So let's see. I guess I started comedy when I was 46, which is very weird. You know, most of the comics who are just starting out are barely in their 20s. You know, and here I am, double their age, and I can look at them and all I'm thinking is, I have Vagisil at home older than you. I'm a hoarder, a little, yeah. But, you know, I don't know how to feel about that, but I think it speaks highly of my cooch that I've only needed 1 tube of Vagisil for 25 years, so give it up for my cooch. Give it up for the cooch. And also give it up for me. I'm out of here. My name is Felicia Aleman. Thank you so much for your time. And Serena.
Thank you, Felicia. I'm curious, which one's older, you or Sean? So see, I got people that can relate to you guys. And I'm happy you guys are all still awake. I appreciate that. We got a few more minutes to go. You know, when they said give it up for the host, none of you guys applauded. That's some bullshit. I love you too, people. No, but I want to leave you guys with this. You know, I think the phrase, give a man a fish, feed him for a day, teach a man to fish, feed him for a lifetime, same rule applies for Latinas. You give them like a big lighter, that's like a couple dollars. You give them a toothbrush, that's another $3. It's a plastic wrap, that's another couple dollars. But you teach them how to shank their old man with a shift, priceless. So anyways, I want to thank everybody for letting us do this for the first time. Thank you for the Marine Corps League. Thank you, veterans, for serving. We appreciate everything we can do for you tonight. And you know, I want to give it up to my colleagues, my peers, the comedians that came out for you tonight. Natalie, Felicia, Sean, Kylie, Gary, Jason, myself, and Andre. You know, that's the thing, is that we were a little scared to do this for you guys first, so we're happy that you guys had a good time. And again, if you'd like to tip us, we're not getting paid tonight, so your generosity is more than welcome. But again, thank you for everything, you guys, and have a great evening.